Good morning. It's Vijay here. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Now, the title of today's topic is whether we can expect whether market is good for more. We've had a fabulous week last week. A lot of people are concerned, as I mentioned yesterday, and now people expect a correction. And people think correction is good for the market, but they didn't think when it was correcting severely in the month of February, whether it was good for the market or bad for the market. The market swings like a pendulum, extreme levels. It will shock the bulls, it will shock the bears. That is how markets are. Before we go ahead, I would like to suggest that you please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. So, whatever I tell here, please take it in the right spirit. So, what are the cues this morning? Nifty hits a 1 month high, advancing for the fifth session, which we discussed yesterday night. But repeating, mid cap and Nifty small cap advance for the fifth session. Energy hit a 1 month high. Auto hit a 4 week high. Bank Nifty, PSU Bank, and Nifty Pharma hit 1 month highs. And Nifty Realty advanced for the fourth session, led by Raymond. Nifty Metal hit a yearly high but closed in the red. This was one strange phenomenon which we can discuss later. S&P 500 snapped a 4 session losing streak, and now on Friday I had mentioned that there was huge short position in the market in the US. So I was expecting the market to close brighter. The market opened horribly low, and then it bounced back because of the third Friday of every month. You have this option expiry, and the option expiry took took its toll on the bears, and then the S&P 500 closed higher, and Nasdaq also closed higher. So I'm wanting to concentrate here. So this, you just look at the fourth or fifth point, which says China says it's prepared for greater economic shocks as US tariffs loom. This is what I've been talking about. China, US Donald Trump, or no Donald Trump, US presidents have at best 8 years. Donald Trump has finished 4 years, so he's got only 4 years. But China thinks in terms of 40 years. So invariably, China will win in the end. US may win in the short term. China's envoy also has warned that weaponizing tariffs will backfire, which is correct. And sticky US inflation tariffs are keeping the Fed on the sidelines. But what Trump has said, how Trump has reacted is, apart from the war, he's saying we'll stop the war, and he's talking about how Elon Musk has been attacked. Trump also talks of let's say not reducing exactly, being an open-minded on tariffs. That should do well. So this is what happened on Friday. Commodities, Brent is up. I think Brent and dollar index, I think, will do well in the short term, and then they will start coming down, because that is a reflex rally in Brent and dollar index, in my opinion. Gold has corrected sufficiently. Silver has corrected sufficiently. I think silver and gold should do well. So that's over already. And what are the cues to watch? Today at around 11 o'clock, you get the HSBC Manufacturing and Services PMI, which is very important for India. Others are not that important. Now, I will just try to show you something on the indices which may be interesting I found. So let us see whether I can show you that. Here we are. Okay. Now, just look at this. This is Sensex. Yesterday, I had mentioned to you about the broader indices. That was CNX 500, mid cap, small cap, and micro cap, all were in buy zone. Now, Sensex also, if you observe, has come into the buy zone. If you take Nifty, Nifty also has come into the buy zone. The next really strong resistance for Nifty is around 23,800, which is the post-budget high. After that, we have 24,260, which is the January high, and then 24,768, which is the December high, before we go on to the the all-time high of 26,287. Bank Nifty is very interesting. Bank Nifty is already touching the February high, and it looks like it will be breaking out before any of the indices, including Nifty. So observe this. This has already come to the February high. The next resistance is at 51,685. Right now it is 50,600. So now about 1,000 points up, and then you have 53,870, and the final high 53,870 is the December high, and 54,457 is the all-time high. Now, look at 10-year yield. Indian 10-year yield is down, as I mentioned yesterday. So it is in a very severe downtrend, which is good for India. If 10-year yield keeps coming down, it's good. Then you take the US 10-year yield. US 10-year yield also is in a downtrend at 4.81. People are talking about 5. Now it's 4.27. It had gone as low as 4.11. In my opinion, it will go to 3.6, 3.7, which it was before when the first rate hike, Fed rate reduction came. So I'm thinking this is somewhat like a head and shoulder pattern. We have to see it. I don't want to preempt, but whether it's a head and shoulder pattern or otherwise, I expect the US 10-year yield to break 4.11, break 4.0, and finally hit 3.60 by the end of the year. Look at US dollar Indian rupee. Slowly and steadily it is gaining strength. It was almost 88 in first week of February, just around budget time, when everybody talked of 90 and 95. And today we are broken 86, and will steadily, which is the lowest in 2025. Not lowest, sorry. Lowest in 2025 is around 85. I think we'll reach there. Take DXY, I mentioned. Then you take oil. Oil is slowly and steadily going down. It had gone to about 82, and it went down as low as 68. There is a pullback rally, and then it has gone to about 72. Now you look at Dow Jones. If you look at the 5-minute chart on Friday, for instance, it opened lower. You see, it opened lower, and then for the first 20 minutes, about half an hour, it went down, and then it steadily climbed. This is the effect of the short covering, which is happening on the puts. People had, bought puts heavily, and sooner or later they had to, sell out. They had to cover, and then if you observe, the Russell has not gone up. In fact, Russell has come down yesterday on Friday, because Russell is not participating in the monthly settlement as far as the options are concerned. So today, how is Nifty? Nikkei is flat, and Hang Seng is slightly down. If you look at here we have the Gift Nifty. Gift Nifty is showing upward trend. And if you look at Dow Futures is up. Nasdaq Futures is up, and Dow Futures up by about 222 points. Nasdaq is up significantly. So is Standard & Poor's. I think it will open higher. I think we have a chance of hitting new highs. Better than last week's highs in this week. Now, there will be a lot of, tax buying, selling, plus NAV adjustment. So all that will happen this week and in the first 2 days of the next week. But whatever happens, I think the buyers are coming in plenty. If you observe on Friday, for instance, FIs bought about 7,000 crores. I have not put that figure here simply because that is more of passive buying by the ETFs because of the FTSE rebalancing. So whatever it may be, 7,700 crores is 7,700 crores. So that money has come into the market, and that won't go off in a hurry because it's a ETF money and it is a FTSE rebalancing issue. DIs will continue to sell, I suspect, because they now feel that they can get profits. Again, this morning when I was looking at what the Twitterati or what the YouTubers were talking about, all of them are uniformly bearish. They're saying sell on all rallies. It doesn't mean that they will be wrong. They could be wrong. They could be right in the very short term, because you see it's gone up so much. So there could be correction across the board in certain sectors. But overall, I think things will be better. I think the metal sector should do well, because metal sector is the sector which is, gone up. Now, it came down on Friday, I mentioned, but it is the first one which is led the, this bull run. So therefore, metal is one sector one can look out for. We don't have anything in the metal sector as of now, but that is one sector I may want to look at. So that is as far as the, I'll just try to share that and see whether I can show you what I mean by the metal sector. Here we are. Look at the metal sector. The metal sector has already broken over the January highs. Sorry, yeah, it has come almost close to the January highs. You see, in fact, no, it has already broken the January highs. So that is the only sector today which has broken about the January highs. You look at the private bank also has gone to January highs. So private bank and metals are very good. PSU bank is struggling. If you observe, PSU bank is still not crossed anywhere. Even the budget highs it has not crossed. So that is struggling. PSC, public sector enterprises, is almost touching the budget highs, post budget highs. The worst performing, of course, is CNX IT, which I am very bearish on. So that is really struggling. I would not touch them. There could be relief rallies, but they'll remain as relief rallies. So metals, private sector banks, these are the two sectors where one can look at. We have stocks in the, we have exposure in the private sector banks, and we also have exposure to the private sector, public sector banks. PNB is our choice for the week. And in private sector, we have bought Bandhan, we have got HDFC Bank, we've got Kotak Bank. So these are the stocks where we are bullish, and we continue to hold our zone. So we go bullish today, and today is my free day where on my Telegram group I show all my trades on real-time basis. So today will be again buying on declines. I know it will be very tough today because market is at elevated levels, so you can see alternate bouts of buying and selling, but we intend to buy on all declines. So whatever you do today, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.